Hello everyone and welcome to a new video! So, in honor of S.Coups and his birthday, as it is today, I decided to record his individual reading and upload it today. No regrets, just go for it. And today it's an individual reading, so we're going to talk about his current energy, his career, his love life, and maybe some healing messages that might be out there for him. And we're going to use these two tarot cards for just the general senses of everything, and then the oracle cards to get an idea of the special messages. The cards are facing you. I'm saying that because there will be reversals, most likely. So let's check. How is Cheol's energy right now? Oh my god. So we have the Five of Wands. Seems like currently he's in a fighting spirit. Now, if it's true or not, what I mean by true or not, I mean like if he's actually going against someone or something, we don't know yet. So how is his current energy right now? So we have the Tower. So there's a chance that right now he's still going through some sort of like transformation, and that transformation is probably what he's fighting for. There's a lot of fire energy that he carries, so I'm not surprised that he's probably on automatic warrior mode. And with the Tower card, it kind of shows that he's currently going through whatever change he has to go through. Since it's a major arcana, it kind of shows that it was destined that he was supposed to go through whatever checkpoint he had in life. So, let's see. Aha! And then we have the Chariot. So that shows that he's, whatever checkpoint, as I mentioned earlier, he's going through is something that will lead him somewhere. That somewhere is, it could be like actual traveling, and he could be going through like a journey and a destination that he has to go to, or that Chariot to show that he's in between two different ideas and he's trying to come up with like a single path or journey that will lead him through a balance of those ideas. What else? So we have the Four of Pentacles. So that tells me that he doesn't want to let go of something, and that could be the reason why there's this Tower moment. Let me ask about the clarifiers for the Tower. Oh my god. So, to clarify the Tower, we have the Knight of Swords. We also have the Queen of Swords. So communication seems to be something that he's trying to clarify. And we have the Five of Cups reversed. So, to me, it feels like he's trying to learn how to communicate with himself properly. With the five of Cups, since it's reversed, it kind of shows that he's trying to look at the positive side of life, trying to get away from, if you see it upright, he's trying to get away from all of like that darkness or that negativity that he may carry with him, and he's trying to be able to see the good in life, whatever it is that he has that it's valuable to him. And since it's his birthday, I wouldn't be surprised if one side of him is looking at everything that did not work or he's not happy with or satisfied with, but also trying to look back at the things that made him happy. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if in his birthday, if he's not working, he's probably having like this nostalgic like feeling, trying to go back and heal anything he has not healed properly, whatever that is. Let's see, what about the Chariot? So I'm going to take out clarifiers for the Chariot. Oh, we have the King of Swords. So, okay, let me take out more. Oh, this is good. And he also has the Sun. So, again, I think this whole idea of him try, trying to be more positive, because the Sun card is all about to be positive, to be happy. Something good is happening in his life. So whatever path the Chariot is taking him towards is something that will bring him happiness, something that will make him be satisfied, something that he will be able to heal. But I have a feeling that before he can do that, he has to let go of that negativity that's holding him back, and I think that's what that tower moment is about. There's still something that holds him back, and I think that whatever it is that is holding him back is something that he's struggling to communicate properly. And that doesn't necessarily mean to communicate with other people. It could be that he's just having a hard time to communicate with himself what it is that he wants and how he wants it. And that could be the reason why he feels like this negativity is overcoming him. Now, the other thing, which I find pretty impressive, he has the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Swords. That shows like a journey, right? We started with the Knight of Swords, and that kind of shows that he's barely going on this journey. Here, let me move it. He's like going in that path. Moving the card, I feel like kind of childish. So we have the Knight, and he's going on his journey, trying to figure out what it is that he wants. The Knight of Swords is Gemini energy. So it's this baby energy. Not baby, it's kind of like a child. It's a childlike energy. It's pretty immature, it's learning, it's trying to understand how the world works. And I think in this sense, the area that he's focusing on is air, which is communication. He's trying to learn how to properly communicate something. And the way that he went through with it was with the young energy of a child. Just go for it. Just say whatever you want and see where that takes you. You know, very young Gemini energy of communication. Just say whatever, communicate with anyone, with everyone. That's kind of how it feels, right? But then as he's going through this journey, as he reaches this tower moment of maybe that's not how I should communicate. I should be more mature. And then we reach the Queen of Swords, which I find so impressive because it's more swords. So the Queen of Swords shows that's Aquarius energy, trying to find the best way for him to communicate something that fits him. Not trying to conform to the labels of life, not trying to be conventional, but just going with what makes him happy, with what it is that he's like, okay, this is how I communicate, this is how I say things, and that's how it goes. He's not trying to conform to how life tells him to talk, or how, I mean, he is in the music industry. Maybe how the music industry tells him. You have to act like this. You have to say this. You have to say that. Oh, no, you can't say that. You know, I think he's finally figuring out a way that he can communicate, especially because you have a heart right here trapped in a cage. So that kind of shows that he's probably holding back a lot of the things that he feels that he can't communicate. And as he's going through this tower moment of like, you know, I just said stuff for saying, and that's not what makes me happy. I want to do more. I want to communicate and show myself for who I am. So finally he's maturing, and when he finally chooses the path with the Chariot, chooses the path that he's satisfied with and happy with, he will reach this energy of King of Swords. Oh, my hand is trembling. As you can see, the heart is still locked. So in this one, I kind of feel that the heart is protected, is maintained, is kept safe, but it's not in a way making him feel trapped. He's able to communicate how he feels in a way that is mature. He can like, it's almost like when you poke fun at someone but you don't offend them, but you say what you have to say. So, and then we have the King of Swords that shows that he's finally maturing, as I was mentioning. And this is Libra energy, so he's finally able to balance out all of that could have bothered him before, and be able to communicate in an eloquent, even charming way what he wants to say. As I was mentioning, he could be poking fun at someone and not offend them. He's finally he's learning the art of being a charming asshole, if you want to put it that way. I think that's what happens when he hangs out so much with a group. Johan. Anyways, so that means that he's finally learning how to communicate properly, not only with himself, but he's also able to communicate with others in a way that doesn't hurt anyone. Or he's able to say stuff that he could have bottled up before, and now he's not even hurting himself by holding back, if that makes sense. Or he's not offending anyone in any way, any form. So he's not holding back, but he's able to communicate properly without coming off as a bad person or something like that. It's all about communication, right? And that's why with the Sun card right here, he's able to communicate in a way that satisfies him, in a way that makes him happy, in a way that he's content, he's satisfied. Because the Sun card is all about being optimistic or being happy, positivity, all of that, right? And the Sun is the ruler of Leo, which he is a Leo. So, just saying. So it seems like, one last message so we can have like a pyramid or something. One last message. I'll take this one. Oh, this is good stuff. So with the World card, it shows that whatever it is that he has to heal is going to get healed. Whatever it is that he's working on, which it seems to be communication and probably being able to channel his emotional side or his sensitive side or whatever. Whatever it is that the Cups is talking about. Oh god. With the World card, it shows that it's going to help him and benefit him at the end of the road. Whatever cycle he's working on right now, this is going to eventually pay off. Being able to communicate properly is going to help him. Who knows, maybe he opens a business or something. It will help him get the clients that he needs or something along those lines, right? But the World shows that everything is coming into place in the way that it has to for him to go through the journey that he has to go through, whatever it is, which right now seems like he's learning the skill of communicating with himself, with the people around him, and all of that, right? But the World kind of shows that that's to help him with the long run in a way. So now that we know his current energy, let's get into his career. New deck. We're going to use just the normal tarot cards. Okay, let's see. So how is S.Coups? Cheol's career. So 3 cards came up. So right now, we have the King of Pentacles reversed. Okay. The High Priestess upright. And the 9 of Wands upright. So right away, what I get is that with the King of Pentacles reversed, it shows that he may not be in the financial, or okay, we're talking about his career, so it doesn't necessarily have to be about money, but there's a chance that right now he doesn't feel like he's the boss in a way, or he doesn't feel in control of his career. He feels that he's not at the state that he level state position. He's not in the position to be a leader. Okay, that's weird, because he is the leader of the group, but I mean that I don't think he feels in control of his career. He doesn't feel that he is the king. He doesn't have the highest position of power. I think that's what I'm getting at. And with the High Priestess, it shows that he's connected very, very well with his intuition, and because he's connected so well with his intuition, it shows that he knows there's more out there for him than what he has right now. And that's why the King of Pentacles is reversed. Career-wise, there's a lot more for him. But I think with the 9 of Wands, he's holding on to something that is not letting him move forward, or is not letting him, or allowing him to have embrace the energy of the King of Pentacles, to feel empowered, to feel in control. And I feel like those are the words. Like, he feels that there's something unstable right now in his career. So I'm going to take some oracles to see what energy is in his career right now. Oh. So right now we have more Aquarius energy. Right? He had the Queen of Swords, and now we have Aquarius energy. So again, I feel like he is trying to figure out, like, trying to break free of something, because Aquarius is a sign that is ruled by a planet that likes to just get rid of the standards, get rid of the limitations, get rid of all of that that people confirm with. So that Aquarius energy shows that he tries to be balanced, right? Like, I really like this card. With the Aquarius energy, you have water right here, you have fire, and since it's an air sign, you have air, right? And I guess you could say there's some earth since you have metals and minerals and stuff making this. So you can say that he's trying to balance out not only a form of communication, he's not only trying to break free of whatever it is that he feels is holding him back, but he also has water, which is kind of connected to the high priestess, which is the moon. So he's trying to connect to his emotions in a way that he feels satisfied with. I mean, he has the moon in Capricorn, if I'm correct. So if that's the case, he's trying to satisfy his Capricorn energy of being in power, being in control, being stable. And he's trying to satisfy it by taking action appropriately and being stable and also being able to communicate. So he's trying to balance out all of these elements to be centered, to be in the it version. What do I mean by the it version? I mean that he's just satisfied with what he is and what makes him him, if that makes sense. He's not looking outside for something. He's not looking into the future or into the past for whatever it is that he wants. He just is what it is that he is, right? He just is. I don't know how else to explain that. So what other energies? We're talking about his career. We have Saturn and water. So with this Saturn energy, it kind of shows that, again, he's trying to break free of, or one of the hardships that he's learning, because Saturn is all about all of those difficult lessons that you have to learn. Saturn is not a difficult, but he's like a tough teacher, right? It's tough love with him. So with that Saturn energy, it shows that right now he is going through a journey or a path, or he's learning how to break free of anything that he's not satisfied with, or the lessons that he's going through are not that easy for him. And it could be that right now all of those lessons are in his career. All of the lessons of trying to let go, being free, being himself, and all of that is career wise. It's in that area. And with water, we have that. Seems like he's trying to communicate properly all of the emotional, maybe spiritual, creative side of him. He's trying to be able to maybe come to terms with it or accept it in a way. I don't really know how to explain that. But it seems like that's the thing, right? He's keeping to himself all of those emotions, all of the untangible things that he has. And because he's keeping it to himself, he's in a way not satisfied. He doesn't feel empowered. He doesn't feel in control. Again, control. I think that's something he's working on, right? He's trying to feel stable. And because of that, he's changing that energy to control. Like, I want to be in power. I want to be in control. That's the external side of it. And it could be career-wise that he's looking for that. He's searching for that control, that stability. So let's see if there's anything more career-wise. Let's see, career-wise. Okay, we have the Four of Cups reversed. So similar to the Five of Cups. He's kind of focusing more on like what he doesn't have. But the Four of Cups is more like he's distracted. He's not seeing what life is offering him yet, right? Because, okay, with the Four of Cups, we have this hand that is off. Okay, when it's upright, this hand that is offering him something, and when the person's not seeing those other cups that, well, she has right in front of her. Because of that, that shows that when you have this card upright, it shows that he's distracted in a way. He's not seeing something. But with him, it actually came reversed. So to me, it shows that he is aware of that greater thing that life wants to give him. The ability to just be himself and be stable. Not in power, just stable. To find his grounding, to find his roots in a way. And I feel that he is aware of what life is offering him, but I don't think he's necessarily ready for that change. Since it's a Tower moment, it's a Saturn moment, he's almost reaching his Saturn return, and I don't know why I feel like commenting on that. That's not like a big deal for me since I'm still young, but I know that for some other people, that Saturn return is, when you tell life if you want to go on or not, if you want to take on those changes or not. And that's kind of like my understanding of it. My limited understanding of not researching that. And we have the Hermit mode. So Hermit mode. We have the Hermit, and it's reversed. So that tells me that right now he's trying to leave that Hermit mode. I mean, for some time in his career, he took a time out. He was like, no. Life is difficult right now. I need to heal by just being by myself, right? That doesn't mean that he was alone. It just kind of means that he took the time to just heal whatever it is that he had to heal, and that's why the Hermit is reversed. He's leaving that mode. He's finally going out of his shell. He has healed enough from the inside that now he can heal everything else around him. May it be connecting the spiritual with the material, or something like that. We also have the Three of Swords reversed. That shows that whatever heartache and whatever hardships he had before, may it be emotional, may it be love related, who knows, because it's the heart, right? But with Three of Swords, it shows that he has finally healed, or he's walking away from that pain that was holding him back. And let me take one more card for his career. One more tarot card for his career. One more. Okay. We have Temperance reversed. So if anything, he's not giving his career the patience and the weight that it needs. How should I put it? The Temperance reverse, it shows me that he still hasn't found that balance that he can be satisfied with. So he has not necessarily finished his journey in healing his career, the career area of his life. But it shows that with maybe a little bit more of patience and a little bit more of time, he will eventually get there. Being able to balance the material and the physical and the spiritual side and all of that, right? We have one foot in water, which is all of this that he's kind of wants, or he's aware of the offering of life in a way, and one foot on the ground, which is all of this pentacle energy of like, okay, this is my grounding, this is the material things that I have, and all of that. Now, let's see. I'm going to take some of the cards I call the alien cards, but they're angel. We're going to take some cards out to see any additional messages to his career. Oh my god. So right now, the crown, spirituality. So yeah, I have a feeling that he has to connect to his spiritual side, so like that he can get further answers to how he can become stable. Because he wants control, but I feel that what he's actually looking for is stability. He just wants to feel stable, not necessarily be like the top dog of his career or anything. He doesn't have to be the boss. He doesn't have to be the CEO. He just has to be stable, right? And then we have the right leg endurance. He just has to power through whatever difficulty he has to go through right now. So like that, eventually he reaches that balance point of what makes him him, and not what he thinks he has to be. I think he's in that path, right? And with that endurance, is close to that patience. He has to be patient and give the time that it needs to get whatever it is that life needs to sort out for him to realize that stability is what he wants, and not necessarily a rich, worthy career or something like that. He just wants stability, and that's his career. So it could be that maybe in the industry he feels trapped, and he's finally, with time, learning how to manage himself in that industry, or maybe I don't think he's going to leave it. I think he's going to work with it in a way that he feels satisfied with. So yeah, that's kind of what I see career wise. So next, let's go to his love life. The most interesting thing for some people, I believe. Let's see. Give us some juicy details. What is going on in his love life? So I'm going to take out some cards to see the energy of his love life. Is there anything there or whatever? So we have fire, which, okay, great. That could mean a couple of things. He's in heat. So that could mean he's getting nothing. And we have Capricorn. Seems like right now there's, again, like this conflict almost. He wants to have a romantic life, a partner of sorts, but at the same time he wants something stable. So I don't think he's necessarily sleeping around, or if he is, there's a chance that he's looking for a stable partner he could have, and leave the that energy. I have a feeling that he's not much of a player. I feel like he maybe not really judge his character. I'm not one to say. I don't feel anything bad, but I don't know him, so what can I say, right? But energy-wise, seems like he's looking for a partner, a stable one that he can just stay with the rest of his life. Yeah, he seems like the type that would like to settle down with one person and just keep it that way. But he's not rushing that process, I don't think. I think there's a side of him that is like, yeah, I want a partner and just stay with them for the rest of my life. But the other side of him is like, we can wait. You don't have to rush it. Okay, I'll take this one and this one. So we have the Angel of Visions. There's a chance that he kind of has an idea of what person he wants, and by that is the type of person he wants. Seems like he wants someone that's stable. He wants someone that he's happy with, someone that's grounded. It seems like that's the type of person he's looking for. He's looking for someone that's grounded, but not only someone that is grounded to like the material world, but someone that is aware of all the spiritual side. Because I have a feeling that he knows a lot of things about things greater than him, things that people are not necessarily aware of. Does that make sense? Maybe he knows about his spirit guides. He knows about the plan he made when he came to Earth, or stuff like that. Like, he's aware of all those things, and he kind of wants someone that will understand him, even if they don't go through the same things he goes through. But he seems like he's looking for someone stable, someone that he can talk about anything and everything with. Let's see, 2 more parts. So we have root. We have root connection. So yeah, it seems like he's also looking for like a soul partner or a soulmate, someone that he's connected with at another level, more than just, oh yeah, we have things in common. It's someone that is, I feel like I've known you for lives, almost. I don't know if people are aware of like past lives and stuff, but it seems like that's like Angel of Dreams. It's someone that he has probably dreamt of before, or someone that he has a connection with in the dream world. And it seems like he's looking for a partner that maybe he already knows subconsciously. I don't know how it works for other people, but there's people out there that know of their partners before they even meet them in the 3D world, right? They have dreamt of them. They may not know how this person looks or anything, but they have an idea of how they are or how their energy is because they've dreamt of them or they've had a past life with that person before. And then we have the Angel of Divination. So he seems to be looking for someone that is aware of a bunch of things that he may have questions of or he may not be fully aware of. I feel that people are like puzzle pieces, right? So there's things that some people know of that others don't know because we have different paths that we have to go through. So let's say he may be learning how to work the spiritual side into his career, and then he wants to connect or stay with someone that has combined the spiritual with a creative side, something like that. It's all spirituality, but it's being played in a different area of life. So next, I kind of want to see where he's at in his love life, if he says anything, of course. Okay, so the Star, he's been wishing for someone, and with this Emperor, he wants someone that is mature and fiery, so someone that he can bicker with. But at the same time, we have the Four of Swords, but someone that he can just calm. It's weird because he wants. Okay, it's not weird, but it's contradictory in a sense. He's wishing for someone that is fiery, someone that is a leader in a way, but also someone that can calm down and can be centered and grounded. And we have also the Ten of Swords, so it seems like he's okay if the person he's with or the person that he is aiming for, I think he's aware that this person is probably going through some burdens. Yeah, that's a word. Going through some difficulties, and with all of those swords, it's probably someone that feels like not necessarily having communication issues, but someone that thinks too much. And I don't know if you guys know, but if you connect to his energy, you'll feel that he thinks a lot, to the point that it's very overwhelming. It's like you could get a headache if you connect to him sometimes. I'm not saying that happens to me, but I'm saying that I was about to get one when I was talking about it. So, just saying. And we also have the Five of Cups, which he got in his energy, and I wouldn't be surprised if that one of the cups that he's looking at is that he has no love life. And how should I put it? what he's looking for has not materialized yet. So it seems like one of the cups that is on the ground is the fact that, let me put it up a little bit. One of those cups, yeah, because we saw the Five of Cups in his current energy, so that shows that his love life is probably something that it's still just in the dream world. It has not really gone to materialize itself, or I don't think he has necessarily found a person that fits what he's looking for. And I don't think there's a side of him that is like, I want to have a love life. I want to have a partner and be stable with that partner. Maybe have a whole family. He seems like a family person, but I also have a feeling that the person he may be wanting or is kind of connecting to in his dreams is kind of like taking it slow. It's like, I have no rush. Family and stuff, it's fine, but we don't have to meet yet. It's okay. We can stay in our dreams. I have a feeling that that's kind of like what he's going through. There's someone that is very grounded, very aware of their spiritual side, but it's not necessarily someone that is rushing their meeting. Like the person that I'm connecting to, it doesn't feel like they're in a rush. It's like, I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with the connection we have. I don't necessarily have to meet you in person. And you may not be aware of this, but I recorded a video for S.Coups individual reading a long time ago, many months ago. I think back in April, beginning of April. And back then when I did his love reading, it was something similar. Like the difference is that both him and the person he was connecting to were okay with just the spiritual connection they had. They were not rushing anything physical. But now it feels like he's kind of like, hey, I kind of want to experience my love story, while the person he's connecting to is still kind of like, I'm okay with what we have right now. No need to rush. And that's kind of what I'm getting for his love life. Okay, let me take out just one more card. Is there anything? Just anything? Okay, we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands, I see it when someone's fighting something that's not there. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of like, but I want this, but I want that. But all of those internal battles are not tangible. They're not physical yet. They have not materialized. And it's just kind of up in the air. There's nothing concrete yet. It's all just that. Not concrete. Let's see. So for his health, let's use the animal cards. Okay. So what health advice, what healing messages do you have for S.Coups? I'll take those. Let's see if there's more. Some cards just fell, so I'll take those. But let's see if there's more. Okay. So we have Antelope Spirit, life is speeding up. So I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but the manifestation energy is insane. Right now you can ask for whatever you want, and life will give you whatever you need. I'll leave it at that. I don't want to get too in depth with that. This is a message for him, not for you guys. But what I just said was for you guys. Ask for whatever you want and you'll get whatever you need. Lightning speed. And then we have the Flamingo Spirit. It says, embrace the in-between. Which I feel he's embracing. I just don't think he is fully aware of how it works or how he can balance the material and the spiritual side. That's something that has been like a recurring theme for him. Then we have the Stag Spirit, take the lead. So yeah, with all of the swords that he got earlier in his current energy, I'm not surprised that he has to take the lead of kind of break free of the industry he's in the area of all of the areas of life he's in, and just be himself in a way. Communicate properly what it is that he wants. Then we have the Moth Spirit, surrender now. So I think that goes more with like embrace the in-between. He has to take that leap of faith that is like, just trust us. Do what you want and you'll get farther away in life than you've ever been. More satisfied than anything. We have the Otter Spirit. The Otter. This is not Dino, guys. This is Otter. I'm sorry. You are never alone. So where should I put it? If he's taking the lead for his life, I think something that he needs to know is that he is not alone. If he does what he wants to do, the way that he wants to do it, life will support him in the way that they have to. And one of the things that they're saying is that don't worry. The friends that you've made along the way in your journey, they'll stay there and be with you. They're not going to leave you and be like, oh, look, he became a monster or anything. They'll be like, okay, that's you, and we accept you for who you are. And whoever leaves, then that's on them. That's a blessing almost. Whoever does not want to follow him in that change that he's going through, that just means that they're not ready for that change themselves. Or you just start going different paths. So that's normal. You don't stay with the people you grew up with your whole life. You're going to meet new ones, and then some will leave, maybe, eventually. And then frog spirit, clear out the clutter. That shows me that he has to get rid of some other things. He had the 5 of Cups twice, so that means that he has to let go of whatever it is that he's holding on to. And by letting go of that, he's finally moving forward and taking the lead, right? He has to make the conscious decision of letting go of something so like that he can move forward in life. And when life is, with this card, with life is speeding up, I'm getting that if he lets go of whatever's holding him back, he's going to move forward lightning speed. And what I mean by that is like anything that he wanted, he will just get. It's just going to be almost handed to him. Like, let's say he's like, I want stability. Boom, he's going to feel grounded and stable. Why? Because he let go of everything that blinded him to the fact that he already has what he needs. He just has to see it. Or he's going to start manifesting and materializing a lot of the things he's looking for and searching for if only he let go of other stuff that's holding him back. So I'm going to take out one more card. Okay, maybe two. Sometimes you get a number. Sometimes you're like, okay, two. Okay. So we have the Swan Spirit, take a deep dive. So I think that goes a little bit with here. With embrace the in-between, surrender, and clear out the clutter. He has to get rid of anything that's not working for him, but he has to look deep within him. And we had the Hermit card reversed in his career, so I'm guessing that he kind of already started in that journey where he's letting go of anything that's not working for him, but he still has to be in that in between the spiritual and physical world, so like that he can start putting into practice what he learned in a way. And the last card that we have is the Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle, which I think is a great card for what he's going through right now. He has to figure out a way of getting rid of anything that he's afraid of and getting rid of anything that's not working for him, so he can finally start moving forward and just get done whatever it is that he wants. Whatever I think he'll be able to move forward if he lets go of anything that's holding him back. And I think that whatever's holding him back is just not being able to express emotionally the the stuff that he wants in a way. I don't think he's fully opened. I think he's still like in a shell, slowly opening up and being his real self to people. Maybe the people he's around, or maybe like the fans or something. Like, I don't know. He's been more real. He's finally stabilizing and grounding himself. And yeah, that's kind of what I see for him. So I hope that was an entertaining and fun video. I will get to work as fast as I can so I can upload this today at a reasonable time. And then I have plans to do a drawing for him. So today's a busy day. Today's a busy day. Let's just keep it at that. So I hope you guys have a nice day. Love and healing from my part to you, and I'll leave that there. Next will be Irene, so look forward to that. Woo!